Righto, into the 5th round. So we've had 2 rounds to be summarised by this video. And I'll come back to that sheet there. But first of all, let's have a look at the old scoreboard. There's been quite a bit of action, especially in the 4th round. Focusing down a little bit, you might notice the absence of 3 Ranger squads from here. Those fellas. And of course they're all elites too. And they were all wiped out, attempting to take basically that position there. Now that light machine gun's down to 1 wound left. But yeah, all 3 Rangers got wiped out. The snipers lost a wound, and the bazookas are now guiding the 60mm mortar. So, boomity boomity boom. But that's a bit of a blow for the Americans, because obviously they wanted to take that victory point to get an extra victory point. And now maybe they will, maybe they won't, because it's a bit of a slog just with those support weapons. And the Italians there are well dug in and actually quite capable of firing back. So that's going to be interesting. Moving around to the other side of the map, what happened to the Americans here? Well, on here, I mean, the first thing was those Rangers got wiped, and I thought, oh my God, you know, it's the Italians have done well. But you might remember over here, the Italians had a light machine gun and a rifle and 2 trucks. Well, they're all gone. Yeah, and the sniper did really well. That one there. The light machine gun, what was left of it, was retreating in the truck, and it got to here, and the sniper took it out with a shot. Say what? Yeah, well, truck's armor's very weak, and the sniper had got like a critical and a hit. And of course the truck is counted as being infantry/artillery, so that was its 2 wounds gone. And the critical meant that the guys inside had to take a test, and they failed, and so they all died, all the ones that were left did anyway. So that was quite a good shot, and it sort of brought the Americans back, because although on the one hand they haven't done very well up here, down here they've got 1 victory point, and they've also taken out. And what that did mostly was the loss of the trucks, and I couldn't find a rule that said this didn't apply. The loss of the trucks, 3 of them, and there's the rifles and the light machine gun too, resulted in the loss of 5 command points. So the Italians down to only 4 command points a turn, was even with their losses, the Americans are still on, what's that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, and so there was an artillery that went off here. It landed here, then boom, 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 and ended up here. And that gave the sniper a wound and also suppressed it. Well, of course, that's gone. And the truck was there trying to escape, going up the hill. The truck got wiped out. So the Americans have still got 1 more artillery strike to go. But of course, the Italians don't know that. So taking the whole thing in, the Americans have got to get sort of 3 victory points to be looking good. They've got 1 over here. That one, maybe it's not looking so good. Maybe they'll get it, maybe they won't. If I was going to bet, I'd say they probably won't, because it's we're about to enter turn 6, and the game finishes at the end of turn 10. And you've got the Italians all dug in here up the hills with panoramic fields of fire. And they're obviously just going to sit there and dig in. Last thing to just talk about is the troop status board. This is new in this game for me. Oh no, second game I played with this. And the Americans, when they took one of the victory points, got depressured. But of course they've lost 3 Rangers at 7 each. So that was that pushed them right back up. And the Italians with the trucks, they only lose 1 point per truck. But I mean, they're still sort of chugging. And of course, they lost a pressure point because they were on 2. They went backwards when they lost that victory point. So in terms of getting close, they're both on 6 in terms of a drawing. The Americans have got 3 and they're up to 5, and the Italians have got 3 and they're up to 11. So the Italians are slightly worse off, but the Americans have got to keep on inflicting damage if they want to capitalise on that. So yeah, good game. What's next? Turn 6. The Americans are going to have to really run if they want to take the victory points, or they're going to have to start killing some Italians to push the Italians towards withdrawing. And for the Italians, it's very simple. They have to just hold their ground and start taking some more Americans out and try and push them towards withdrawing, or just hold on because there's not many turns left.